Good morning, Cassie. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, dear community of Central American Caribbean. My name is Pasquale Lai, representing St. Kitts and Nevis. Today, the host group is from Santa Lucia and St. Kitts from Caribbean. Today, we are celebrating the session 1127. We welcome the leaders, Chombo and Bless family, and all of you, dear brothers and sisters, who join us today in our Ondoke morning devotion condition, especially those who join us today for the first time. It makes me very happy to see you and begin this new day of blessing and opportunity together as a region. Join me for the opening statement. Today, the 28th day in the 5th month by the Heavenly calendar in the 12th year of Chonelguk, July 3rd, 2024. On the daily morning on the session 1127, we offer our determination to witness in search of righteous people in preparation for the earthly ceremony, entry ceremony of Chon Wang Gun and Chon Il Sanctum in 2025. Please join me in offering alpha vow to Heavenly Parent and true parents. Chonji Chon Chomponinge Kyombe Paro. Now we will recite the family pledge together, number 5. Our family, the Honor Chonelguk pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spiritual world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. I'm very happy and proud to invite our dear sister, Mrs. Choco Topier from Santa Lucia. May you honor us today by offering the representative prayer. Welcome and thank you, Mrs. Choco. We are very proud of you and very happy that we meet today. Welcome.
Thank you, Pascal. Good morning. I'm from St. Lucia. 2 days ago, the hurricane passed, but fortunately, between the islands, so the wasn't so bad as expected. So we are so grateful. Let's pray. 하늘 부모님, 참 부모님, 사랑합니다. 감사합니다. As a 하늘 부모님, Holy Community, we can start together with you, with the true parents, and all the brothers and sisters. It is very precious and also encouraging us to start new day together. It's so precious. Heavenly Parents, our true mother, the begotten daughter, went to the Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina. Something very important mission that she felt to go there. Heavenly Parents, we are so grateful. True Mother is still on the earth, to guiding us directly, and even next year, the True Mother prepared Chongwon Chongil Santom. So we put our hearts to prepare to bring all the head of states and religious leaders that to understand true parents are on the earth, and also we have to create the true peace, Heavenly Parents. And today, the Hondoke, yesterday was about art, the little angels, and so on. Today is about the sports, Heavenly Parents, true parents. Not only that religious way, but the art and the sports and many different area. This is all you given to us as the potential to create. Every parents, the two parents are preparing many different way to shining our potential. Every parents, we are so grateful and uh, let's pray together to really put the heart with together with True Mother, that the True Mother protection and also make a way more comfortable and easier. Heavenly Parents, thank you so much. This morning, and I report your Kotopia Blessed Hame Aju.
Thank you, Mrs. Choco. It is an honor for me also to invite another dear sister, Mrs. Chetty Antoine from Santa Lucia. We will do today's reading from the book Cambo Morgion, Book of True Parents. Book 9, Activities in the Media, Education and Arts from the Culture of Art. Chapter 5, Realizing World Culture of Art through Sports. Welcome, and thank you very much, Mrs. Cathy, for joining us today. We are very happy and grateful for the blessing and opportunity to start this beautiful day together.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. I will start. Section 1, the World Culture and Sports Festival. The 1988 Seoul Olympic Games. During the 16 days from September 17th to October 2nd, 1988, the 24th Summer Olympic Games were held in Seoul and other major Korean cities. Some 8,000 athletes from 159 nations, including both the communist and free worlds, participated in 237 medal competitions. True parents recognized that these games had great providential significance, so they attended the opening ceremony. A group of 10 missionaries was assigned to each country's team. They cheered for their team at events and provided team members with the soft drink McCall made by Ilwa Company. 1988 was 43 years after the end of World War II in 1945. Thus, 1988 marked the first half of the 7-year course after the 40-year course that followed the war. But I had to conclude everything in this 7-year course by 1989, which was only the 4th year. For that reason, from 1988 onward, world events had to fall into place to move the providence forward. It was through the Korean War that the Cold War arose, dividing the world into blocs, democracy and communism. The split started from Korea, so that is where the world had to become one again. Thus, through the Seoul Olympic Games, the Soviet Union and the United States had to unite. At the Los Angeles Games in the United States, representing the democratic world, and at the Moscow Games in the Soviet Union, representing the communist world, the blocs were at odds, and they boycotted the games. They were to unite, centering on Korea. And thus, I summoned missionaries of the Unification Church from 120 nations and worked to unite the two blocs. Due to the contending powers of democracy and communism, Korea was split in two, and starting from the Korean War in 1950, the world was drawn into the fight between these two powers. But this conflict-ridden, divided world began to reunite through the 1988 Seoul Olympic Games. During the Games, the condition was laid for the Olympic athletic teams, who are the younger generation in Kane's position, representing the physical world, and the Unification Church missionaries sent by true parents, who are the second generation in Abel's position, representing the world of the heart to unite completely. Unification Church missionaries representing 120 nations came to Korea and participated in this work at the request of true parents, creating an internal unity. At the same time, Korea's president and these cane position Olympic athletes of Satan's world united externally. In order for the missionaries to unite with the Olympic participants, the missionaries supplied them with food, our McCall beverage, and other gifts. This was similar to the way Jacob served Esau. In this way, everyone completely united. I laid a worldwide foundation, and now the world is taking a new course and moving forward. 3. The 1988 Seoul Olympic Games brought unexpected results. How did Korea do? In terms of the number of medals won, the Soviet Union and East Germany, the nations that led the communist world, took first and second place, whereas America and Korea, the nations that led the democratic world, placed third and fourth. This was a vertical Cain and Abel relationship, and I contributed by changing it into a horizontal Cain and Abel relationship. At that time, a Soviet athlete sent me his bronze medal as an expression of gratitude. 4. At the 1988 Seoul Olympics, Korea won the fourth highest number of medals. To offer a condition of indemnity, I stayed up all night watching the games, with 3 television sets playing. At the outset of the games, the Cold War was raging, and the geopolitical situation seemed frozen. It seemed as if the democratic and religious worlds were frozen, and even the Olympic Games were frozen. Nonetheless, during the Seoul Games, everything began to melt. It was I who was directly behind that, bringing the Cold War era to an end. Whether you believe it or not, I did it, because everything was prepared behind the scenes. The little angels were able to perform at the Olympic Cultural Festival. 5. Among those who watched the 1988 Seoul Olympic Games, I was probably the most enthusiastic, internally representing heaven and the religious realm. I set up 3 televisions and watched all of the competitions as a condition of devotion. Watching everything from beginning to end probably set a world record. The spirit world joined me in watching and cheering as well. Through my work with the games, I brought the young people from 160 nations together physically and spiritually. I spent all that time during the games watching the TVs with my back to the waves breaking on the shore, so I could not help but think about Korea. The president of Korea and the Korean people now stand in the vertical position on the national level. They represent the world and are focused with a unified heart that beats in time with mine. The unification of Korea represents the unification of the world. Therefore, the uniting of the Korean people with true parents signifies that the world is becoming one, internally and externally. The Korean government and its people are the nucleus of the world. This is the way for all to unite. Thus, this is a historic period of worldwide transformation. 6. After connecting the victorious democratic world to the 1988 Seoul Olympic Games and to the vision for a new nation and new world, I held the ceremony and proclamation of the unity and transformation of the Providence on September 27, 1988, and then proclaimed the foundation day of the nation of the unified world on October 3rd. Because the world was dealing with big problems, I changed the course of history by holding this ceremony and proclamation for the unity and transformation of the Providence, as well as the proclamation of the establishment of Foundation Day, centering on the Olympic Games. Now we can see that human history is finally flowing in a new direction.
You are mute, Pasquale.
Sorry. Thank you, Mrs. Cathy, for your reading. Now I'm very happy and want to invite all of you to give a warm welcome and round of applause to our dear brother, Reverend Remy Topier. He will share some words of inspiration with all of us in this special session. Thank you very much, Reverend Remy, for honoring and sharing with us this wonderful session.
Good morning, everyone, all brothers and sisters from the Anur Promonim Central America community. It's my honor and a pleasure to be here this morning and share a few words. I'm very sorry the translator is not here. So sad. So I'm sorry. I'm going to speak in English. I can share my screen at least. I wanted to speak. I remember in 1988 when it was the Olympic Games. I remember that time all the members of the unification movement were watching those games, and I remember some game like the football game, especially with Korea. I remember a match where Korea was playing, I forgot against which country, but it was so tense. And finally, almost miraculously, Korea could win. That was very amazing, like if the spiritual world had come down to hell. So, you know, recently we received a message from True Mother. This message probably you all got. It's True Parents message for worldwide members. You know, this was 27 of June, just a few days ago. True Mother gave this speech, and she said she gave this speech just before leaving to go to South America. She said, so she was giving this speech, and she asked five members in leading position on the world level with their wife to offer 40 days of prayer at the Chongqing in Champyong to really focus during these 40 days like that. So I don't know if Mother also has gone 40 days out of Korea, but anyway, on the 28th, she announced, 27 at the end of that speech, she announced that she was going to South America. So she will visit Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay. She wants to connect the work that our True Father had done during the 80s, you know, and all the work with Jardine. And so Father really had a vision to make there like an ideal city but many complications came, and the government also made things difficult. So Sunday, True Mother was in Las Vegas on the way to South America. I don't know where she is now, but I know that Sunday she stopped by there in America, in Las Vegas. She met the leaders there, and maybe Reverend Ki-Hoon Kim is also going to go with her, I don't know, to South America. So in this speech on the 27th, True Mother said, I want to speak on that about Christians. To achieve national restoration, I have said that I must embrace Christianity. Am not I? Therefore, please pray that Christianity will rush in as a rising tide. Please offer devotion. So when Mother is saying that, she's asking us to participate with her to reach out to Christianity. In 2019, if you remember, True Mother went to Africa, and there she really connected 3 different religious groups. There was first one was the group from Prophet Radebe, who is more like African spiritualist, and he really united completely with True Mother. And then there was Archbishop Ndanga in Zimbabwe, who is a Christian, and who also united totally his movement, united with True Mother. And then in Senegal, True Mother also met the president, but also the leader, the Sheikh Amour Diouf, who is the leader of one of the main Muslim group in Senegal. And also this Sheikh really united with True Mother. So these 3 religious leaders are not small leaders. They have millions of followers. Radebe, Prophet Radebe, maybe about 6 million in South Africa and then the country around there. And so they really embraced True Mother and working with True Mother. But True Mother cannot do everything. Also, so True Mother is wishing that quickly Christianity can come. But we are the one who have to help her and support her. That's why we have to pray for Christianity. We have to offer devotion. We have to meet our brothers and sisters from the Christian realm and the leaders. Nobody else can do than us. We are directly on the ground, so we have to do that. In another speech that was about 2 months ago, it was at the victory celebration of True Parents' wedding anniversary in Champion on the 25th of April. And True Mother said in her speech, there are now 8 billion people on Earth. How to reach all of them? Our own base is not enough. That is why we must awaken Christians and work with their foundation, which are already widespread throughout the world. So here also, True Mother are really encouraging us to work with Christians and to embrace them, to love them, to guide them, so that they can be part of this amazing time we are living in, and also benefit of the victorious foundation that has been established. This True Mother's heart that Christianity, who during 2,000 years carried the providence of restoration, that Christianity can finally receive the blessings that they should receive. So True Mother said, if they can come now, if Christians really can unite with us, then it will be considered that they have been victorious, that they could succeed these 2,000 years and also the era with our true parents. So the so I know sometimes not easy to reach out to the Christian realm, but I'm sure in your neighborhood or in your small village, maybe you have connection with, you know, a pastor or you know a priest. So you can connect also with the Interreligious Association for Peace and Development. So I am the coordinator. I'm the coordinator for this association, and is dealing exactly with all the religious leaders and especially the Christian leaders. So if you have, you know, if you know a pastor, if you know a priest, you can connect them to this organization. You can see with the Universal Peace Federation in your country or your national leaders. They will tell you how to do, but please invite them to those webinars. We have every month, we have webinars. Once a month, we have like that. So this was the webinar in February. And then this is March. So each time they are like that, 4 or 5 religious leaders who share their heart on this, building one human family under God, construyendo una familia humana bajo Dios. So every month, so we really need also your help to propose some priests and pastors like that. This was April, and this was May, and then this was June, just last month, and the next webinar will be 24th of July. So please connect with the UPF representative in your nation and also your national leader, and recommend some persons like that. You can see they can help you. They can help you to connect, and so that those religious leaders can participate in the webinar. It's a very good way to let them know about our movement, and they really like it. All my experience in all the webinar we have, those religious leaders are really moved that we can bring like that some religious leaders together and discuss. Sometimes you have a Muslim imam, Christian pastor, rabbi, and they can get along well. So that's very hopeful, in fact, even for them. They really like to participate. So don't hesitate. I can assure you, they will have a wonderful experience. So that was I wanted to share this morning. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, dear brother Reverend Toke. We will try also to embrace our Christian brothers and go forward with the providence according to through Mother wish. Now we will have a prayer. So let's start. Haboji harmony. Haboji harmony. Haboji harmony.
아버님 기다리는 전심원에서 나 이제 기도하리라 아버님 반겨주시는 이곳에서 나 이제 참 사랑으로
Thank you very much for all participants today. Muchas gracias, bienvenidos. Thank you, Mr. Brian Reda, for the translation this one. Dear brothers and sisters, have a wonderful day.
Gracias, gracias, reverendo Alay, gracias, reverendo Topier. Buenos días.
Buenos días, gracias.
Yes. Bendiciones todos. Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day.
Gracias a todos.
Gracias y
Thank
muy
you very
buenos días.
much.
Gracias a todos. Gracias, Caribe. Muchas bendiciones.
Gracias. Saludos, Adrián.